Cha Eunwoo's name is back in the public spotlight. But this time it was not because of the latest drama project, stunning performances on stage, or his activities with the ASTRO. The wave of issues that circulated was far more sensitive. Allegations of tax evasion, audits from Seoul Regional Tax Office Investigation Division 4, to extreme speculation that he could face criminal penalties and even imprisonment. Amid the heavy flow of information on social media, many unverified interpretations spread as if they were already decided legal facts. Words like Investigation Division 4 means criminal case, and this is the stage before criminal charges, have popped up in YouTube videos, snippets of live broadcasts, to anonymous posts on online forums. In a matter of hours, opinions turn into assumptions. In a matter of days, the assumption turned into a public verdict. But does an audit by Investigation Division 4 automatically mean criminal proceedings? Is it true that a person can immediately go to jail just because his name is mentioned in the tax audit? Or is this just a domino effect of misunderstanding tax administration procedures? The controversy began when it was reported that the Seoul Regional Tax Office Investigation Division 4 launched an audit of Cha Eunwoo's tax activities. To the general public, the name Investigation Division 4 sounds loud and creepy. The word investigation alone is enough to trigger a psychological alarm. For some former officials of the National Tax Service (NTS), who are now tax consultants and are active on YouTube, the mention of the division is immediately associated with the possibility of filing criminal charges. Some even stated, if it's Division 4, it means there's consideration for a criminal report. This statement, while not necessarily completely erroneous in any given context, becomes dangerous when detached from actual legal procedure. The public who is not familiar with the technical details of taxation easily deduces. Audit equals tax crime equals prison. In fact, tax professionals who have worked directly with the National Tax Service and understand the details of audit procedures assert that such generalizations are misleading simplifications. Kang Sung-yoon, CEO of Centric Tax Corporation, expressly stated that talking about criminal penalties based solely on the name of the examining division is a clear form of misunderstanding. In the South Korean tax system, tax audits and tax crime investigations are two legally distinct things. Regular tax audits aim to ensure compliance, verify reports, and calculate potential underpayments. Meanwhile, the investigation of tax crimes is carried out with the explicit intention of considering criminal penalties, and is only applied when evidence of fraud or other illegal acts, such as bookkeeping manipulation or the issuance of fictitious tax invoices, is found. That is, not every audit leads to criminal charges. In fact, most audits end in administrative adjustments, administrative fines, or reporting corrections without criminal implications. In practice, the National Tax Service only designates a person as a target for investigation of tax crimes when, during regular audits, strong indications are found that tax evasion was committed through deliberate active actions to hide or disguise income. Classic examples include falsification of documents, double recording, or fictitious transactions designed to illegally reduce tax liabilities. In addition, the authority to file a criminal complaint in the tax crime procedure is vested in the head of the local tax office or the head of the regional tax office. The decision was not taken haphazardly. He is based on the results of a thorough investigation and strict legal evaluation. There is also a quantitative benchmark that is often mentioned in this discussion: the amount of tax allegedly avoided. In general, if the amount of tax evaded exceeds KRW 500 million per year, then according to Article 8 of the law on the weighting of penalties for certain crimes, which includes tax evasion, the case could meet the threshold for weighting criminal penalties. But even in such situations, it is still necessary to prove the presence of elements of fraud or deliberate illegal actions. This is where an important distinction is often missed in online discussions. Underpayment of taxes does not automatically mean criminal avoidance of taxes. Misinterpretation of rules, differing views on income classification, or differing methods of calculation are often sources of tax disputes. This kind of dispute is common, especially for celebrities with complex income structures. Drama fees, advertising contracts, royalties, foreign income, to investment activities. As a public figure with a cross-cutting career, Eunwoo certainly has a much more complicated income scheme than ordinary taxpayers. In many celebrity cases, differing interpretations of deductible expenses or classifications of business versus personal income are often the focus of audits. Unfortunately, this supposedly technical and administrative discussion space turned into a stage for speculation. On social media, the narrative developed quickly. Division 4 equals big case. Major cases equals criminal charges. Criminal prosecution equals imprisonment. Without waiting for the results of the audit, the public verdict seems to have been handed down. The psychological impact of these rumors is not small. For fans, anxiety and uncertainty arise. For the entertainment industry, criminal rumors can affect contracts, advertising cooperation and production schedules. For Eunwoo himself, the pressure of reputation could be felt even before there was an official conclusion. This phenomenon reflects a pattern that often occurs when legal issues intersect with public figures. The complexity of administrative procedures is condensed into a dramatic narrative. The word audit became criminal investigation. The word potential fine turned into threat of imprisonment. In the era of rapid information consumption, nuances often become victims. In fact, experts assert that tax audits are a normal part of the fiscal supervision system. Even large companies and public figures are often the target of regular audits solely because of the scale of their economic activity. An audit is not a punishment, it is a verification mechanism. One other important point that is often overlooked is that in many cases, tax disputes are resolved through administrative processes such as objections, appeals, or mediation before reaching the criminal realm. Even when a significant underpayment is found, the settlement can take the form of additional payments and administrative fines without criminal prosecution. As long as there is no evidence of an element of deliberate fraud. Kang Sung-yoon stressed that the public needs to be careful about equating technical terms with legal conclusions. According to him, building a criminal assumption only from the name of the examining division is a form of simplification that does not reflect the reality of tax procedures. Meanwhile, speculation regarding the amount of tax allegedly avoided also has no official confirmation. Without concrete figures and without final audit results, any discussion of the 500 million KRW threshold is merely hypothetical. On the other hand, it should be recognized that the Investigation Division 4 is indeed known to handle sensitive and high-value cases. However, handle is not synonymous with ensure errors. The division is also tasked with ensuring compliance in certain complex and high-value sectors. It should also be understood that in tax criminal law, proving the element of intent, mens rea, is crucial. An administrative error or a different interpretation of the regulation does not necessarily meet the element of fraud. Without evidence that the taxpayer is actively hiding or falsifying data, it is difficult to step into the criminal stage. So is Eunwoo going to jail? Based on the information available at the moment, there is no legal basis indicating that the process has entered the stage of filing criminal charges. Auditing is still an administrative process. There are no official statements from the tax authorities regarding the filing of a criminal complaint. No charges were announced. But rumors have moved faster than facts. In today's digital climate, reputations can be shaken before the legal process is complete. Even when a person is finally found not guilty or simply subjected to administrative sanctions, the shadow of rumors often remains an imprint. The case is an important reminder of how the public should view the legal process. An audit is not a verdict. Investigation is not punishment. And speculation is not a fact. For fans, it is important to wait for official clarification. For the media, it is important to distinguish between factual reports and interpretations. For commentators, it is important not to let clicks and sensations overpower accuracy. Meanwhile, the audit process will proceed according to the procedure. If an underpayment is found, an administrative mechanism is available. If no element of fraud is found, then the criminal issue will fall by itself. And if in the worst-case scenario there are strong indications of illegal actions, then the legal system has clear stages before a person can be sentenced.